Welcome. Thank you for joining Becky Stamping Daily today. Today we're going to be making this card here with the Nature's Prints stamp set, the Fern 3D embossing folder, and the Nature's Prints dies. We are using these specific dies on this card today. And this is the card again that we're making. We're going to use a piece of basic white that's 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. We're going to be using a piece of gray granite that's 4 by 5 3/8. And you also need a scrap for your greeting. We're going to be using a piece of basic white that's 3 7/8 by 5, and it was embossed with the 3D Fern embossing folder. We're also using the Sun Prints DSP, and we're going to cut this wreath out with this DSP. And then you need a scrap of white to stamp your images. And you need a scrap of gray granite to do this piece of the stem here and to do your greeting. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is you're going to stamp your things for your wreath in the gray granite. I haven't really used this color a lot, but it's in this DSP and I've grown to love it. I have made another monochromatic card. I love this color. This is another card that I made using the gray granite and the ginkgo stamp from the stamp set. It's right here. This is very pretty. So you're going to take these over to your Big Shot and you're going to cut them out. I've already done it for you, but to save time, but this is what you will end up doing, cutting these out. And you're going to take this die over to the Big Shot and cut it out with a piece of gray granite. You're going to take this die and use a piece of the DSP to cut it out. I just realized this isn't punched out. It's blue on the other side. It's very pretty. I also made a card using the blue side of the DSP with the wreath. I'm going to do a video on this one next. I'm not really a blue person, but I love this. This is so pretty. Okay. And the next thing you're going to stamp is your greeting. We're going to take some Versamark ink and we're going to ink this up. And you're going to stamp it on a scrap of gray granite. And then you're going to put some white embossing powder on it. A spoon here somewhere. Here it is. Perfect. to emboss it with your heat gun. Sometimes it takes a minute and it just all of a sudden comes to life. I love the font on this stamp set. No wonder it's taking so long. I didn't put it on high. There we go. What is going on here? Isn't that pretty? And then you will take this over to your big shot and cut it out with this die, which I've already done for you. Okay, let's get this card put together. Now I've got to find all my card parts. Here they are. This bow is made with the Baker's Twine Essential Pack. And I went over this with the Wink of Stella, make it sparkle. So let's get started. We're going to put the gray granite on first. I can't tell if I'm in the camera. Yes, I am. Okay. This will go on first. Then your white with your fern embossing folder. I'm always afraid I'm not in the camera. I have done that before, did a whole video. I wasn't even in the camera. Okay, next thing we're going to do is get our silicone mat and put some glue on this. Don't squeeze it, just dab it, because this glue comes out pretty fast. You don't want it oozing all over your card. Just here and there, there's no rhyme or reason to it. That should be good enough. Then you'll pick this up and position it on your card base. Let's put it up a little bit because we got that greeting at the bottom. Let me turn it a little bit. That's better. You know, you could cut this in half and use it on a card and get 2 out of 1 wreath. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to put our fern on with a small dimensional. I actually think I'm going to put this together before I put it on the card. I'm going to put this right here with just a little bit of glue. angle. And then I'm going to put this one on with a dimensional. On the card I made, I ended up trimming this tail off down here. I might do it again depending on how it happens. Okay, so this is going to go on here, like so. Actually, thing off, yeah. Okay, and this is going to go like this. I'm going to go back and put another dimensional under, excuse me, under that. Probably cut that tail off a little bit too. Okay, that's got dimensional. There we go. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to put this on. I didn't quite turn this right, but that's fine. Put this on with the larger dimensionals. This right here in the center. Have it overlap the wreath a little bit. Perfect. All we have left is our jewels and our bow. We're using these iridescent rhinestone basic jewels. And you're going to put 2 of the medium-sized ones on here. Actually, I think I used the small ones, but that's okay. And then 2 of the larger ones. Put one here and one down here. Oh, I didn't use the larger ones. I used the same size I had on the other ones. I tend to not use my large gems that much. I don't know. I need to make a point to try to do that. And then this goes on with a glue dot. And we are done. I think this card is very impressive. I have not been a fan of monochromatic cards, but I really like this color. And don't forget, we have Stampin' Up! Going on for another month. The whole month of August. I don't mean Stampin' Up! I mean Celebration, the whole month of August. Where you get your free goodies. And there's the finished card. I want to thank you for joining me today. This card will be on my blog with all the dimensions and supplies. And hope to see you again. Thank you.